for signing back in with me for Into Officially. Today, well, pretty much I am on a poetry Zoom call. Definitely going to use the time to clear my mind with a little bit of poetry, verbal release, and just deciphering and dissecting, each other's poems. None of mine are presented here today, but the poems that I've heard so far, pretty good. I'm saying I'm definitely inspired to write something during the week at least, and I'm not skipping a week of poems since the year started, so I think that's pretty consistent.
Could this be about us being trapped?
I'm definitely really liking,
you know what I'm saying? Yes.
A lot of the verbiage that I'm seeing here today.
Says that it's getting out of the body expense, right?
I know that I'm very interested when I start looking things back up on the Merriam or Webster's dictionary, and Google been, heavily my best friend for the day until day's end. So yes, I'm definitely going to be writing, and I'm just loving the word usage here. Something you might be into officially. A little bit of poetry and poetic release.
Let me just check.
Make the day worthy of you and you of it.
We probably can open it up to questions
to continue.
Donna,
Shall we?
If you have specific questions you want us to answer.
So that was a great poetry Zoom meeting today. I definitely did not feel like, okay, I was on lag during any part of it. It felt like I was completely attentive. And and I read some of the poems before, so I was just still interested in hearing everybody's critiques of the poems that were displayed there today. I would say that this is definitely a group that I need to be in if I want to get better in poetry. I don't feel like it's a A, B, C, D, E, F kind of poetry thing. I feel like I'm definitely developing a literary aptitude for exactly what structure I should, reframe for my poems in the future. Just a different combination of things that I can just, utilize, and just making even more poems. It doesn't have to always be the same exact, group of stanzas, or just be displayed in the exact same way. So I feel like there's kind of, a little bit more flexibility that's presented to me as I'm going on with these poetry sessions. So it might be something that you're into officially. Sign on to any local Zoom, because of the pandemic and everything else. Sign on to any local Zoom poetry meeting if you're into poetry, or if you're into writing. Could be a good thing, that you may be into, just so that you could flex your aptitude. Just get a little bit better, utilize the time wisely, and develop and go a little bit further along in your one of many talents, because we all possess more than just a few. So find and develop, what suits you best, what suits you. So, for me, a poetry. Okay, for me, I wrote a poem today, and I am definitely going to read it. Clearing the closing and clarity, the functionality of it all, from the hallway to the walls, making its way to the call, and yet I stall. To where does the story, this glory? To where does the story, this glory, does it yet fall? The goings on, in motion, depicted, a mall, a doll, magnificent display as the dust grace its edges, a clean swipe here or there, a quick tidying of such ledges, for there are more surfaces to buffer and shine, more that of which is revealed in the climb, sweeping such symphonies and boundless in due time. So it was a poetry reference. I don't know the structural element of the poem, and I wish I recorded the author, but pretty much the theme is cleaning in clearing. So that was pretty much my poem that went along with today's poetry element and theme. Yeah. Okay, so depicted a mall. A mall. Oh, someone drew reference to the locale, India. So a mall is motion pictures in India. And a mall or a doll is, let me see exactly what it says here. Let me look it up again. A doll is pretty much a generic version. And I wanted to pretty much counteract that or see it aligned or in principle or reflective with, I don't want to say conjointment, but like a magnificent display, where it's like generic, it looks the same. You know, there's not really a differentiation, but of course with, you know, medicine, it's like, okay, you would have the generic version. You're like, okay, that's fine too. But, you know, there's a real version. So, magnificent display, and all of that is pretty much what my poetry theme is for today. Yeah. So, hope everyone's having a good day. It's Saturday. I don't know when I'm going to post this. I think I'm going to post this today, but let's just see how my editing takes place. I'm just going to see. And, yeah, something you might be into, poetry. So, thank you so much for signing in to Into Officially. Something you might be into officially. Try it. And have a good weekend.